Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, me and my friends will explaining about proxemics. My name is Ahmad Nazaruddin Ghozali Fatwa, and my friends Dewi, Fitri, Andini, also Muhammad Hocky Nur Faizun, will explaining to you about proxemics. Hope you enjoy it. The definitions of proxemics. Proxemics is study of human use of space and the effects that population density has on behavior, communications, and social interactions. Proxemics is one among several subcategories in the study of nonverbal communications, including haptics or touch, kinesics or body movement, vocalics or paralanguage, and chronemics or structure of the time. Edward T. Hall, the cultural anthropologist who coined the term in 1963, defined proxemics as the interrelated observations and the theories of human use of space as a specialist elaborations of culture. In his foundational work on proxemics, The Hidden Dimension, Hall emphasized the impact of proxemic behavior or the use of space on intrapersonal communication. According to Hall, the study of proxemics is valuable in evaluating not only the way people interact with others in daily life, but also the organizations of space in their houses and buildings, and ultimately the layout of their towns. Proxemics remains a hidden component of intrapersonal communication that is uncovered through observation and strongly influenced by culture. Human distance, intrapersonal distance. Hall described the intrapersonal distance of a man, or the relative distance between people, in four distinct zones. The first one is intimate space, the second, personal space, the third, social space, and four, public space. The intimate distance for embracing, touching, or whispering. The closed phase all start from less than 1 inch or 1 to 2 centimeters, and far phase start from 6 to 18 inches or 15 to 46 centimeters. The second, personal distance for interactions among good friends or family. Close phase start from 1.5 to 2.5 feet or 46 to 76 centimeters, and for phase is 2.5 to 4 feet or 76 to 122 centimeters. The third, social distance for interactions among acquaintances. The close phase is start from 4 to 7 or 1.2 to 2.1 meters, and for phase is start from 7 to 12 feet or 2.1 to 3.7 meters. The last one is public distance used for public speaking. The close phase is start from 12 to 25 feet or 3.7 to 7.6 meters, and for phase is short from 25 feet or 7.6 meter or more. The distance surrounding a person forms a space. The space within intimate distance and personal distance is called personal space. The space within social distance and out of personal distance is called social space. And the space within public distance is called public space.
My name is Dewi Fitri Andini, and I will continue the presentation. Biometrics. Whole use biometric concepts to categorize, explain, and explore the ways people connect in space. These variations in positioning are impacted by a variety of nonverbal communicative factors listed below. Kinesthetic factors. This category deals with how closely the participants are to touching, from being completely outside of body contact distance to being in physical contact. Which parts of the body are in contact and body parts positioning. Haptic code. This behavioral category concerns how participants are touching one another, such as caressing, holding, feeling, prone, holding, spot touching, pressing against, accidental bracing, or not touching at all. Visual code. This category denotes the amount the eye contact between participants. Four subcategories are defined, ranging from eye to eye contact to no eye contact at all. Thermal code. This category denotes the amount of body heat that each participant perceives from another. Four subcategories are defined: conducted, head detected, radiant head detect, head properly detected, and no detection of head. Olfactory code. This category deals in the kind and a degree of odor detected by each participant from the other. Voice loudness. This category deals in the vocal effort used in speech. Seven subcategories are defined: silent, very soft, soft, normal, normal plus, loud, and very loud. Neurophysiology. Whereas Hall's work used human interaction to demonstrate spatial variation in proxemics. The field of neurophysiology describes personal space in terms of the kinds of nearness to an individual body. Extrapersonal space, the space that occurs outside the reach of an individual. Peripersonal space, the space within reach of any line of an individual. This to be within arm's length is to be within one's peripersonal space. Pericutaneous space, the space just outside our body's back which may be near to touching it. Visual, tactile, perceptive field overlap in processing the space. For example, an individual might see a feather as not touching their skin but still experience the sensation of being tickled when it hovers just above their hand. Other examples include the blowing of wine, gusts of air, and the passage of heat. Organization of space in territories. While personal space describes the immediate space surrounding a person, territory refers to the area which a person might like climb to and defend against others. There are four forms of human territory in proxemics theory. They are public territory, a place where one may freely enter. This type of territory is rarely in the constant control of just a one person. However, people might come to temporarily own areas of public territory. Interactional territory, a place where people congregate informally. Home territory, a place where people continuously have control over their individual territory. Body territory, the space immediately surrounding us.
For the cultural factor, personal space is highly variable due to cultural difference and personal preference. On average, preference vary significantly between countries. The cultural practice of the United States are considerable similarities to those in Northern and Southern Europe region, such as Germany, Scandinavia, and the United Kingdom. Working rituals tend to be the same in Europe and in the United States, consisting of minimal body contact, often confined to a simple handshake. The main cultural difference in Proxemic is the resident of the United States like to keep more open space between themselves and their conversation partners compared to 2 to 3 feet. European cultural history has seen a change in personal space since Roman time, along with the borders of public and private space. And the next is adaptation. People make exception to and modify their space requirement. A number of relationships may allow for personal space to be modified, including familial ties, romantic partners, friendship, and close acquaintances, where there is a greater degree of trust and personal knowledge. Personal space is affected by a person positive in society, with more affluent individuals expecting a larger personal space. Personal space also varies by gender and age. The idea of personage and having your own space is very likely to change due to the most recent global pandemic COVID-19. People have talked about not giving hugs and or handshakes to people anymore out of fear of becoming infected with the virus. This changed the idea of proxemic and how it ties into culture. Some people might not change their mind and will still love others to be close to them. Others may want to continue practicing social distancing even with their families. It's important to know that using proxemic cues will allow people to understand whether or not you walk like any physical contact with them. And the last is output research. The theory of epistemic is often considered in relation to the impact of technology and human relationship. While physical proximity can be observed when people are connected virtual, perfect proximity can be attained, and several studies have shown that it is a crucial indicator in the effectiveness of visual communication technologies. Increased communication has also been seen to foster common ground or the feeling of identification with another, which leads to positive contribution about that person. Many research in the field of communication, psychology, and sociology, especially under the category of organizational behavior, has shown that physical proximity enhances people's ability to work together. The importance of physical proximity in so work is often special. Okay, thank you for your attention. My name is Muhammad Hocky Nur Faizun for our group. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.